Hey, fam. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the Woke Africa show. It's been a while and I do miss you. Welcome to the Woke Africa show. I would like to say a big thank you to all of you guys, to our new subscribers, to our existing subscribers, to everybody. Thank you so much. So today we have a lot to talk about. But before I go on, I just want to tell all my sisters who have been asking about my hair, I want to just give you a short brief. So, up until 2 years ago, I really didn't have any idea that I had beautiful, coily, kinky African hair, because I had been straightening my hair with chemicals the whole time. So I had no idea that I had great, beautiful, kinky, coily hair. So it was about November 2 years ago that I started seeing the trend and I started to get interested. So I kind of like chopped off my permed hair because I could never just grow it out. I just needed something dramatic to give me a new change, a new style. So I just chopped it off and I started to grow my natural hair from like 2 inches high. And it's been 2 years. So I'm not going to say that I am like a big hair person. Oh, hey, welcome, Sister Gina. Oh, it is good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm just not going to say that I'm a big hair person, but I just have what I have, and I'm kind of like I'm rocking it. I'm proud of it. I never knew black hair was this gorgeous until I started growing my natural hair out. So you never know what you're missing about Africa until you just dip a finger into it. So I never really knew what I was missing, because I now know that I was missing the whole time, because my hair, I love it now because it's coily. I'm able to do different things with it. I'm able to put natural hair curl activator into it to get nice curls. I'm also able to like make it fluffy like this, and style it anyhow I want. So that is my natural hair journey. It's just been 2 years, and I actually do a routine every week. I dip condition every week, so that I can have it healthy and then going. I've also colored it woody dark brown color, so you can see the woody dark brown color just at the tips of my hair if you look. Yeah, so that is it. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else to it in future, but I'm enjoying it the way it is right now. So welcome to the Woke Africa show. Now, don't we have something to talk about today? We don't we? And I must say that, guys, I really miss you. I really miss you because I haven't been on live for a while now. So I really miss you, and I'm so happy to be back with you on YouTube. Now, I must let you know that this channel is going through so much stress from YouTube. We're going through so much stress from YouTube. Everything, my videos just keeps getting taken off. Everything about Madagascar is just gone from my videos. But when we have to talk about Africa, and we have to talk about things that keeps us powerful and keeps us rising, nothing can stop us. Hey, calling on me. Woo! Sister Sister Abina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you so much for the compliments. Thank you so much. Aren't you adorable? Thank you. Yes, I feel a lot better today. The migraine was terrible. The whole of yesterday, even the whole of today, I wasn't really functioning well in the office. And, you know, I kind of like came back home today and I was like, no, I'm not going to let this take over my life, So um, I just decided to come on live and, talk about new things that are happening on the continent, that we have to talk about. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. Oh, Sister Gina, Sister Abina, you guys, you're like the pillar of my channel. As I was saying, my channel is going through a lot. My subscribers are no longer getting notification from YouTube. And YouTube, you must understand that it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of hard work for somebody to get up and come here and put content on this channel. So if you have an issue with my channel, you could probably email me or talk to me. But the censorship on my channel is just too much. It's just really too much. If you want people to put in effort, don't do that. Because my watch hours have been decreased and my videos just keeps getting taken off. My subscribers keep complaining that their comments are being hidden all the time. And notifications are not even going out. Notifications are not going out to the over 100 people that have signed on, have subscribed and said they want to get notifications. So if we're not getting paid for this, I'm not getting paid for this, people. So if you're not getting paid for it and you're being censored this heavily, then why, YouTube, why do you want to take our voices? Why do you want to take our voices? So anyways, I've said my piece and I think that YouTube will do better. African content creators are putting in the same energy that our let me say other people are putting in. So don't treat us like what we do doesn't matter, because it really does. And I'm quite disappointed how my channel is being messed with these days. And it's not good. It's not good. Censorship is not going to keep us quiet. It really isn't. And I think it's time that Africa gets our own platforms. It's time that we get our own platforms, because why? What is happening? We Africans will talk about issues that affect us as Africans. That is what is going to happen. The nice ones, the not so nice ones as well. Because our experiences as Africans across the globe is not that of being, nicety. It's not nice. What we have to endure as a people is not always nice. So don't expect us to always come here with sugar-coated words. Sometimes the issues that affect us as Africans is not nice to hear. But we must talk about all of them, the good and the bad. The good and the bad. So I just had to say my piece, and to let my viewers know what's going on. It's not that this channel is performing poorly. It's only that the censorship is just too much. It's so heavy. So heavy. I don't know if I should get discouraged and quit, but I'm not a quitter. So we're going to keep trying to do this. But at least those who have signed on to get notification when it's time, when I come on, give them their notifications because they opted for it. Well, I hope so. One of sister Gina said she got the notification, so I guess maybe it's fixed now. It's fixed now, but it's really sad. And I've been off for a while thinking about what really is going on. What really is going on, apart from every single video I did about Madagascar, except maybe I didn't title it. But as long as I title and there's Madagascar in it, it's gone. And this is sad. Africa must continue to speak about experiences. It's not always going to be nice, because the things that happens to us as Africans, it's not always nice. So when we come and we talk about things that are affecting us, it's not always going to be the nice things you want to hear. But the point is, we as a people must talk about our issues. It has nothing to do with other people. It is us as Africans that we need to talk about our experiences, and we need to connect some way, somehow. So as long as you allow us on your platforms, give us the room to reconnect and to talk about the things that are important to us. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be able to, connect with my people on YouTube, and I give them, the respect and the kudos and all of that. But don't give me something that you really don't want to give. So YouTube, you must keep it real, because I see those Caucasians channels, and they're getting so many views and so many likes and so many, the opportunity to grow, while we have to struggle for our channels to grow. So the censorship is just too much. It's just too much. And I think we need to talk about it, Just let us try and do this. Content development is not easy. It takes research, it takes painful amount of time, and African content creators should not be treated any less than European or American or Australian or German or any other, content creators on the globe. Well, thank you so much, fam, for staying and listening. Today we have something to discuss. So before I even go on, I say shout to the people of Madagascar, and my respect to President Andry Rajoelina of Madagascar. Now, why am I singing praises to this man? Well, I'm singing praises to him because he has done something that we Africans refuse to do. He has discovered something that most of our leaders are not even, I don't know if they know it, but they're not doing it, or they can't do it because they're afraid of certain people. But when he brought out the COVID organics, a lot of big media and, even WHO themselves came out to say, hey, no, Madagascar COVID organics is not a cure, and people should not, subscribe to it, and this and that and that. That could have discouraged, it could have discouraged him, and he could have just recoiled into his shells, because the World Health Organization said that it's not a cure and people should not subscribe to it. But guess what? He didn't care. He took to Twitter and he said, if this cure was discovered by a European country, would the whole world, or would everybody have, thrown doubts their way? Would everybody have said, oh, it's not a cure, so don't subscribe to it? Would they? If this cure had been discovered by a European scientist, would WHO have come out to say, no, it's not a cure, don't take it, this and blah, blah, blah? No. They would have talked about how they worked so hard and how they discovered this plant and how it's a miracle discovery, how it's a light in a time of darkness, and how dedicated they are to their work and all of that before they even discover its potency. Or sorry, I said discover, like yeah, before they even discuss its potency. But because African scientists discovered this, because African scientists found this cure, the first thing to come from WHO and its allies was like attack, 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 attack. I don't know how long this video is going to stay on my channel, because anything Madagascar just gets taken off. Hello, welcome, traveling photographer. You're welcome to join. You're welcome to join. I love to see you. Calling on me out, Sister Gina. You guys, TB Consulting and Business. You guys, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to be putting the link up very soon so that we can have a conversation. But I need to get this off my chest. Yes. I am good. I am good. I am good. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So if Madagascar became afraid, if Madagascar was willing to accept bribes to taint the COVID organics with poisonous substances, they would have had him. They would have had President Andry. And what would have happened? COVID-19 would have disappeared. COVID organics would have disappeared into thin air. But you know what? He stood his grounds. And now he's saying that, oh, okay, well, so now WHO is now interested. Remember, I did a video and I said, if some African scientists brought some cure for COVID-19 and WHO, you think that you want to make a comment about it, a whole organization like that, you would make your research and find out if this thing is really potent or not before you come out publicly to kind of like, discredit it. Well, you came out publicly to discredit it, but what happened? People started getting their healing from this medicine. People started getting some kind of relief from this medicine. And what happened? Woke presidents, people who are awake to the times in Africa, started to order it. They started to order it. And now that, people disregarded that kind of, statement and went ahead to now start getting COVID organics. Guess what? Guess what, people? Guess what? Yeah, that is a a typical African woman hair thing. Okay, guess what? WHO is now looking to sign a confidentiality clause or agreement with Madagascar with regards to, production of COVID organics. COVID organics. So President I think his name is Andry Rajoelina. Andry Rajoelina, yeah. Said, in I think in a conference call with the WHO boss, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Okay, I hope I got the name well. Oh, yeah. On Wednesday, and he also said that WHO had agreed to support the country's clinical observation processes. And I say that, you guys, if they're going to come in and do anything with COVID-19, you have to be like vigilant. Okay? You've got to be vigilant. Like, you've got to be looking. You've got to be sharp. Sharp. Because you guess what? There are people who will not let us have this dance. There are those who will not let us have this dance. Yes. Yes. President Andry disclosed that he was offered $20 million to taint COVID organics. So people of Madagascar, His Excellency President Andry, if you are inviting the WHO into the production of your COVID organics, then please, you guys, you need to like keep an open eye, because there's definitely an agenda out there, and this has nothing to do with conspiracy theory. No, these are written down foreign policy, agendas for whole nations to exterminate Africans. So this has nothing to do with conspiracy theories. No, this is not one of them. We are talking about like real situations, like real policies, real foreign policies of nations geared at exterminating Africans. So this is not even something to belittle, or something to diagnose. So I'm just sounding this word of caution. We Africans like the cure. We would really like to know how to get our hands on this cure. So if you're watching this video and you're from anywhere from Madagascar and you know how we can get it, please give me an email. I'll leave my email in the description box. Tell me how we can get it. Because we in Africa, we don't need, that's why I keep telling you guys, like, that's why I keep telling my people, we don't need nobody. We don't need anybody to come and like tell us that our this is good and our this is not, and like, pick and choose for us how we can live our lives. We've got scientists here. We've got medical review. Look, okay, so we have enough doctors. We have enough African doctors to fill the biggest sports stadium in the world twice over. We have enough medical brains in Africa to establish your own peer review boards. You don't need anybody to come in and tell you that what you're doing is good enough or not good enough. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let us make our mistakes. After all, we learn from mistakes. And after all, it's not like some people, and I mean some people, having used us as African people in their medical research to try and correct their mistakes. It's not like it hasn't happened in the history of medicine. So just leave us. Let us make our mistakes. Let us do our own research. Let us find our own drugs. Let us find our own medical remedies to our own medical situations. And let us just live on our land. Because you know what? If we have to fight for our continent, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Because I have a young child. And I think about the future of that young child every day in this world that we live in. So cry Cry0098, thank you so much for your comments. He says that Bill Gates allegedly, Bill Gates has bribed the Nigerian parliament to pass the mandatory vaccine law with 20 million. Well, 20 million is a popular number. Yeah, it is. And when you're offered $20 million and you have no regard for the lives of other people, just like many before you, you will freaking take it and sell out your people. Well, shame on you if you've taken this money and sold your people out. So, as we sit here, our future as a people is in a balance, because you don't know what deals are happening in some, meeting rooms right now. You don't know what deals are happening in somebody's balcony, luxury balcony. You don't know what deals are happening in some luxury hotel apartments in Dubai. You don't know what is going on in on somebody's Zoom discussion right now. So we need to understand the times. And I've been having some conversation with some people that are very close to me, and I realize, like, every time that we talk, about what is going on in the world, they're just so clueless. They're just so clueless. They don't even want to accept the situation, the kind of situation we find ourselves in as Africans. Again, I'd like to say my respect goes to President Andry. My respect goes to the people of Madagascar. Just recently, I've heard that, well, Ghana has also ordered some to be tested at the FDA to see if it works. Well, we're watching, we're waiting to see where that goes, where that ends. But it is such a shame. I can't even say that enough. It is such a shame if our own people would just lead their own people to the slaughter. It's just such a shame. Do what is best for your people. After all, in our educational institutions that they force us to learn about their heroes, they remember the heroes who stood and fought for the people, not greedy bastards who went and take some bribes and sold out their people. Excuse my words. So as Africans, we need to think for ourselves. Demand for COVID organics from your leaders. Demand for COVID organics from your leaders. Demand it. I don't know why you can't just walk into a shop and buy COVID organics by now. That is something straight from our herbs, something straight from our Africa. And we, as Africans, we want it. We want it. I don't know how long this video is going to stay on, people. I don't know. Because, it's just so heavily censored these days. It's just so heavily censored. So moving on with a story, as I said, if they really want to do that, then I would beg and plead with the people of Madagascar to be pleased. Don't let the psyop go into your head. Don't let the psyop go into your head. Be vigilant. Because, anybody can be sent as an agent to just contaminate this thing. So you need to keep it African. You need to keep it original. And be vigilant. Protect your formula. Protect your formula for the sake of Africa, for the sake of Africans. Exactly. They don't care. For so many years, we've just been rotting. So, continuing with the story. So, the president of Madagascar, delivered a scathing verdict of persons increasingly speaking against the country's, traditional cure and remedy for COVID-19. I don't know if anybody saw this, but he took to Twitter and he really said what he needed to say about it. Now, the article that you can find on africannews.en says that in an exclusive interview with French broadcasters, France 24 and RFI, Rajoelina said his country will continue to administer and develop the cure, which, according to him, counts for majority of its virus recoveries. He said, we have 171 cases, including 105 cured. The patients who were cured took only COVID organic medications, he confirmed. Isn't this amazing, people? Isn't this amazing? Isn't this disease came from wherever it came into Africa, and Africa, just found a stop to it. And we as Africans have the right to add our voices to make sure that this cure reaches everybody. Let's continue with the article. So it says, asked about warnings issued by WHO, ECOWAS. Okay, that's a topic to discuss for another day. So, ask about warnings issued by WHO, ECOWAS, and Africa CDC. He dismissed them, stressing that the warnings are meant to detract and discourage progress on the drug, which Madagascar was not going to allow. And he said, and quote, if it weren't Madagascar, but a European country that had discovered the remedy, COVID organics, would there have been so many doubts? And then he added, I don't think so. Yeah, I agree with him on this point. Don't you agree? I'm going to put in the links for us to have this discussion because it has to be said. Had it been a European country that discovered this, and out of 171 cases, 105 people got cured just taking this remedy, wouldn't it have been published as a miracle cure? Wouldn't those scientists have been hailed as heroes, contributing to the fighting of a global pandemic? Why are they keeping silent on this and just trying to derail this kind of progress? Because it's Africa. And it's shameful. It for me is not discouraging because we know that is how it's always been. But at least, call a spade, okay? Guys, just call a spade. We had the breakthrough. The breakthrough came right of Africa, and there is nothing wrong with admitting it. There is nothing wrong with accepting it, accepting the truth. And he went on saying that we say bad things about the Sambavi CVO product when it only does good. They want to slow us down, discourage us, forbid us to move forward, he further stressed. I'm just continuing scrolling down to finish the article. Okay, so I think the rest is in French, so I may not be able to read it thoroughly. But let's see. If you look at Africa now, okay, as of May 21st, guys, these are the statistics. Confirmed cases in Africa right now stands at 92,482. 92,000 people, or 95,000 people. 95,000 people, 482 people are sick with COVID-19 or whatever it is. Now, they're reporting 3,000 deaths from COVID-19 and 38,120 recoveries and 54,326 active cases. So just think about it. 95,482 people are reportedly sick with COVID-19 and 3,000 deaths. 3,000 deaths. As in, if the numbers are not exaggerated, 3,000 deaths. And we have COVID-19. Sorry. Oh, man. We have COVID organics from Madagascar ready to ship. We have COVID organics from Madagascar ready to ship. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? As I said, I don't know how long this video is going to be allowed to stay, but you need to share this video because we need to talk about it. I need you to add your voice. I need you to talk about COVID organics. I need you to talk about it. Let everybody hear us. We want it. We don't want anyone to mess with it because we need it and we will take it. There should be something. There definitely should be something. Look at Ghana's situation right now. Ghana has 6,269 cases right now of COVID-19. How about Nigeria? Nigeria has 6,677 cases as of today. And if Madagascar had 171 cases and 105 people got cured taking just COVID organics, why should this number, why shouldn't we be able to deal with this situation? Why? Well, we know by now the agendas of people for us on the continent. We know by now they all want our land. We all know by now they all want a piece of us. But that alone is not going to keep us discouraged. It's not going to keep us down. It's not going to keep us quiet. So, I want to encourage every single one of you. You know your representatives. You know your council members. You know your members of parliament. Write to them, tweet at them, do whatever you have to do at them. We want that option of COVID organics. The only option should not be somebody sticking needles in our hands and putting stuff in our bodies. That shouldn't be the only kind of, remedy to this situation. I don't know about you. I don't know if you want to stick If you want somebody to come and stick something, they call the, I don't even want to mention the name. You want somebody to come and stick something in your neck? You want somebody to stick something in your shoulder and push it into your body? What is it about COVID organics that is so bad? What is it? Okay, so you're like supposedly thinking about like, our health and how, we're like, you're trying to protect us and all, but like, come out and tell us what is really wrong with it. Come out and tell us about what is wrong with it. So family, as we do it, we keep the conversation going. If you're online, keep the likes up. Keep the likes up, because something funny is going on with my channel. Hit the like button. It doesn't matter if we're just 8 people online. That's what they say. But hit all 8 people, hit the like button. Support Black businesses, support Black channels. Hit the like button. Like this show and tell them that you were here, you're watching this show and you love to watch this show. Because out of the over 1,000 people that subscribes to me, I get 30 views, 40 views. But our destiny is our destiny. It's our lives. It's in our own hands. And shame on anyone who would censor us because we talk about the issues that are concerned, about us, about who we are, about our situation as a people. Shame on you. If you feel like when you had your Cold Wars and you had your European wars, what were you fighting for? You were fighting for freedom. You were fighting for the right of your people to live. So shame on you if you're censoring the truth about Africans and what is important to us. If we can't talk about the things, the problems we have and the solutions we need to give, it's a shame. We keep tiptoeing that, okay, well, we're on their platforms. Well, we are. Hello, Abby, welcome. Abby, if you're joining us, the number, though people keep joining, the number is still stuck at 8. So please hit the like button. Help me get through this. Help me get through this situation. Support me, support this channel. Help me get through this situation. I'm calling on you. All of you, my sisters and my brothers. Help this channel survive. Help hit the like button. And leave your comments. I'm just for over these periods, I've just been quiet, thinking about what really I would come and talk about. If I have this, I see this thing going on with my channel, and I can't even talk about it. I see this going on. I just pasted the link. You can call in, sisters, brothers, and sisters. You can call in and let's have a conversation. As you know, this channel is about conversations. This channel is about conversations. This channel is about conversation. So let's have a conversation. Call in. I'd like to hear from you. And let's talk. We still have a little bit of time left on our hands. So call in and let's have a conversation. So as I said, we need each other. We need each other. It's time now to support Black. It's time now to buy Black. It's time now to stand for one another. Because look, don't deceive yourself, okay? Don't deceive yourself. If you're not Black and you feel like you don't care, Well, guess what? When they're done with us and we're no more there for people to hate, where do you think they will be turning the hatred? Yeah, to you, the poor, to you, the privileged. It doesn't even matter if you're black or not. So we need to keep standing together. So I would like to say a big, I'd like to encourage the people of Madagascar, you know, don't give up, for the sake of the entire African population, for the sake of the entire African continent, you need to keep pushing COVID organics and you need to protect this drug. You need to protect this formula. Ironclad protection. Ironclad protection. You need to protect this formula. And you need to keep this formula intact. And you need to stand strong. They will come at you from every angles, but you need to stand strong for the entire African continent. For the entire African continent. Because you know what? When you look at all those who are seeking to, sell us out, it gives us some hope. It gives us some hope to actually know that someone somewhere is not going to take the 20 million. But how about they offer 100? How about they offer 200 million? How about 500 million? At what point? Because you know what? It is believed that everybody has a price. It is believed. But you know what? We can only have faith and have hope. We can only have faith and have hope that Madagascar will protect this cure, because a time is coming that the entire African continent will need it. Will need it. Because people are being offered money. Look, allegedly, people are being offered money to pass this thing they call a vaccine, to pass a law that forces everybody to get it. So when that time comes, the resistance will need the COVID-19, the COVID organics. I mean, I would have loved it if it was called something different from COVID. I would have really loved it if they named it something different, entirely different from COVID. When the time comes, the resistance will need an alternative. So, Madagascar president, Africa thanks you for your dedication. Africa thanks you for the hard work you're doing. Africa thanks you for taking one for the team. Africa thanks you for taking one for the continent. Maybe taking more than one for the continent. But you know, what you were doing is so profound. Is so profound to the very nature of the African people that you cannot allow yourself to be bought. You can't. You cannot allow yourself to be bought. Allegedly. Fam, if you're here and this is your first time on the show, thank you so much for coming. Please kindly like, subscribe, and join us. If you're already here and you have subscribed and you haven't hit the notification bell, when I come online, you may or may not get a notification that I'm online. So please hit the notification bell and hit the one on top with the yin around it, so that when I come online, you can hear me. Oh yeah, they should totally rename it. Madagascar, you should totally rename the COVID organics. It just doesn't, it just, kind of gives some kind of credence to this pandemic thing. A total makeover for that African pure herbs. African pure herbs. Why should African pure herbs be code named anything COVID? No. I'd really love to see a name change for COVID organics. Guys, what do you think? Well, I'm just, waiting to see how this goes. I'm just waiting to see if people think their freedom means nothing at all to them, that they allow a handful of people take it away from them. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see if our freedoms means so little that we just give it away. I don't know. I'm waiting to see. I'm just waiting. I'm just like, are people just going to sit by and watch their freedom completely taken away from them? Well, that's why I'm saying, Gina says he should release the cure to everyone and make it public. Yeah, let me take a few of your comments. I don't want to get too deep into this because, we have a long way to go, and you can't afford to attach emotions to this. We have such a long way to go as a people, talking about our issues and discussing our problems and possible solutions. We have a long way to go. So Abna says they want to stay asleep but will not stop the enemy from striking. Well, talk about helping the enemy to strike us. Talk about that. Okay? Talk about that. They hate the black continent. Well, they don't really hate the land and the natural resources. They don't really hate the land. They don't really hate the rosewood in our forests. They don't really hate the gold underneath the ground. They don't really hate the oil underneath the ground. They hate Af- the people of Albuquerque, Africa. The name, Africa is a name that was given to us by Europeans. So, I just 3 days ago discovered that our name actually is it Albuquerque? Okay, let me try and find this for you guys. The real actual spelling. Does anybody know? Can you put it in the comment section? I'm trying to see if I can find it. Is it Albuquerque? Or yeah, I think it might be like that. I'm sorry. You know me, when it's past 10, I'm usually asleep. So when I'm up like this, I start to yawn. Yeah, I think it's probably Albuquerque or so. But I will have to research. But so we even have to like just keep learning about us. We are not even done yet learning about who we are, and now we have to deal with this. We have to now deal with this. Hi, so can we talk about, yeah, so guys, that's, let me just wrap this up. That's where I'm going to end with Madagascar. And I think I've just said enough about how I truly feel, you know, and what I will conclude with is that Madagascar, as they're inviting the WHO to witness their processes, they should just make sure that they are eagle eyes on every aspect, because remember, they have said this is not a cure and they don't advise people to subscribe to it. So do you think they want to be made a fool of in public? Guys, you have got to I just, I'm not against the WHO or anything like that, but it's just like I thought, like if you're gonna come out and say that the thing was not, to be trusted, you would have at least done your research. You would have at least had a reason to say that. But you didn't do that. You just came out and you just said it. And you see why they keep saying nothing good comes from Africa? You see why? They don't even care if it's good or bad, because as long as it comes from Africa, it's not allowed to be good. It's not allowed to be good. And that is wrong. That is wrong. So me, I say, Madagascar, open your eyes. Open it. Whatever process they are in to conduct, whatever observation, open your eyes. Because if you will not take $20 million to do it, somebody is definitely willing to take $20 million and fuck the whole thing up. So please, excuse my words, but I just needed to say that. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. And I kind of trust him to be able to do it. So please make the COVID organics available to African people. As we said, we can approve things for ourselves. After all, we are responsible for our lives. We can. We all have some kind of local research institute that is not codenamed CDC, or don't we? We all have local research facilities that are not called by some name, don't we? Exactly. They should release the cure. Make it public. Make it public. Don't you have accreditation boards in your country that can accredit, give this the right accreditation to make it export worthy? Don't wait for nobody. Make it public. Make it public. And please think about renaming that shit. Guys. Oh, I've got to check my mouth. I'm just so think about renaming COVID organics, okay? Because that sweet, beautiful herb, herbal remedy cannot be given the name of something that we don't even understand yet. That's just what I'm saying. That's just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I like the fight that Madagascar has put up. I like the fight. I do. I like the fight. Put in a good fight. So hey guys, it's been a while. And is anybody how are you guys doing? Are you guys on Forsage? Are you on Forsage? Hey, so well, there's a new I don't know if you know this, but there's a new crowdfunded cryptocurrency, also called I think XOXO. that launched. It's also really, it has good prospects, and if you're interested, just what's up me? Let me hook you up. Thank you, Michael Odum. Thank you so much. So the name of Africa, as I was talking about, is Alkebulan. Okay, we are Alkebulans. We are people of Alkebulan. Africa is just like your name, Thomas, John, Matthew, this and that. Our name, Africa, is Alkebulan. Alkebulan. Never forget. Research it. Learn about Alkebulan. Oh, in fact, let me just do it right now. Alkebulan. Let me see what they say about it. I just heard the name. I'd love it if Michael, you can call in and tell us about it. So what I'm getting from Google says that Alkebulan is the oldest and only one of indigenous origin. It was used by the Moors, Nubians, Medians, Carthaginians. Really? Wow. And Ethiopians. Africa, the current misnomer adopted by almost everyone today, was given to the continent by its ancient Greeks and Romans. Like, really? We are Alkebulan. We are Alkebulan. We are Alkebulan. Africa was given to us. You see, when they take you, they change your name. We are Alkebulan. Is anybody hearing me? We are Alkebulan. Welcome to the show, JF. Michael, please subscribe. I'm putting the link right back in here. I'll be grateful if you can call in and give us a little history about Alkebulan. We are Alkebulan people. We are Alkebulan. Start saying the word and start getting used to it, Black people. Are we even Black? We are Alkebulan. That is who we are. We need to start describing ourselves as Alkebulan. What was the way of Alkebulan? We are Alkebulan. And even that, Alkebulan, if you study the origin of the word, it comes from an Arabic history, an Arabic kind of root. So the Arabs named the land of Black people Alkebulan. So really, how did we call ourselves? How did we call ourselves? But Alkebulan is way better. Is way better because the people who called us Africans, just go and research what they did to us with that name till today. What they continue to do to us and our children. So we are Alkebulan. You have to start telling yourself, I am Alkebulan. Because Alkebulan is so much better than Africans. Because Alkebulan, they came, they saw our land and they saw us. And they called us that. That is the Arabs. So they called us the people of our own land, the people of that land. But I would really love to know what our great, great, great ancestors called themselves. I'd really love to know. But in the meantime, Al Kibulan will do. In the meantime, because those who named us Africa, it has been chaotic. It has been catastrophic for a race. So Al Kibulan will do anytime. Okay. All right, Michael. Thanks for that feedback. Thanks for that feedback. But you see, I one day had a preacher man saying that I am Kush but not cursed. I am Kush but not cursed. Have you ever heard that phrase before? We are called black so that the European can define themselves in contrast to us. If you are in an all-white country, you never refer to yourself as white. Exactly. They called us black because black is not a people. Black is a thing. Black is a situation. Look at black. Whatever black is associated with. Black market. The black plague. People wear black when they go to funerals. People wear black when they go to war. Black is used to describe the devil. Black is used to describe the shadow. Black is used to describe anything that is unclean. The color black was given to us by the people who called us Africans. So really, are you black? Do you want to answer that question? Get a piece of black charcoal. You know charcoal, right? Get a piece of it and put it next to your skin and tell me if you're black. The people who gave us the name Africa are the people who said they called us black. And guess what is the color white alluded to? Something bright, something pure, something without blemish, something to be endeared, something you get it. So you and I, we are Al Kibulan. We are Al Kibulan. You need to start saying this name. You need to start saying it. I am Al Kibulan. I am Al Kibulan. Get something made that says Al Kibulan and post it in your living room, in your bedroom. Somewhere you can see it. Hashtag I am Al Kibulan. Let's change our own narrative. Let's change our own narrative. This is where it starts. We must start to name ourselves. We must start to call ourselves what we want to call ourselves. That is where the change begins. We must drop the slave names. We must drop the slave names. We cannot continue to use the code words of our enemies. We must drop it. So you call yourself Al Kibulan. Get it posted in your bedroom. Get it posted in your living room. Tell your children about Al Kibulan. Learn about the ancient Moors. Learn about them. Learn about their Nubis. Learn about our great, great, great ancestors. We are the oldest humans on earth. We are the original people. We are not something bad. We are not something dark. We are not something to be discarded. Humanity was birthed out of us. We are Arkibulan. We are gods and goddesses. Our black men should realize they are gods and they are kings, and they should rise to that responsibility and that task and see if our community will not rise out of the ashes. Our black men must rise and protect the family unit. Our black men must rise and defend our children. We are our Kibulan. We are our Kibulan. And our way is a way of survival, of prosperity, as we've seen how our ancestors prospered. So you are Al Kibulan, and you need to start calling yourself Al Kibulan. The black man should realize that he is Al Kibulan. The black man must realize that he is Al Kibulan and must rise to the occasion. If the black man does not rise, if the black man does not lead this awakening, well, guess what? The women will do it. But so do the black man expect the woman to stand head to toe with our enemies? Is that how our black men want this to happen? Is that how they want it to happen? So black man, you wake up to your power. You wake up to a situation. Make policies to take us out of these dungeons we find ourselves as Africans. If this is your first time, welcome to the Woke Africa show. Some people don't want to use the word woke, but I'm going to use the word woke because it is a prophecy. I'm not even looking at people who say they are woken but don't know their left from. I'm talking about a day, a time that I can see coming that Africa will be erect and woke. And that day will come. So I'm not going to embellish it with people who think, we don't use woke, this and that. Well, I use woke because this is a prophecy. A day is coming. Africa will not be business as usual in Africa. It will not be the same Africa that is being trampled on. It will not be the same Africa who has no clue about what is going on in their community. A time is coming that the word woke will be underrated. A time is coming where Africa or Al Kibulan, yes, I have to start learning to call us who we are, Al Kibulan. Let me just say it so that it stays in me. A time is coming that Al Kibulan is going to be all powerful. See how easy. I'm telling you, replace Al Kibulan in your head and say that Al Kibulan is wealthy and powerful, and see if it doesn't fit in your mouth and your head. Because the word Africa has been crippled with so much negativity that when you even juxtapose prosperity with it, it doesn't fit. So leave it behind, throw it out. The word is Al Kibulan. That is who we are. Let us call ourselves by a name that can give us a start over. Because we need to start over as a people. Call ourselves by a name that helps us to start over. I am Al Kibulan. I am Al Kibulan. I am Al Kibulan. If you like this video, please click like to help keep this channel, because something funny is going on with this channel, and to beat it, to support Black, please like this video and leave your comments. If you're just joining us, make time to see this video again, because there is a lot of information that I believe will help you. I don't know how long this video will be allowed to be on my channel. But it's not just, we've just ended up talking about not just the cure for Madagascar. Or I may even have to end up changing this title before it gets deleted, because I believe this is a video that should be left alone for people to actually watch and take a thing or two from. If you believe it, hit the like button. I still would like to ask you to support the Ubuntu Center project. The Ubuntu Center project is still on. It's still on. It's still on. We need that center. We need that location. And I don't want to talk too much about it on this channel, because this channel is so censored. So you want to support this project, go meet me on Patreon. Meet me there. And let's talk about this project and support it. A knowledge center, a knowledge base for our people. A go-to place to get jobs, to get business investment board. There is so much to do at the Ubuntu Center. So you want to support this project, meet me on Patreon and support the project. It's always been a pleasure for me to come to you guys, like from morning, afternoon, evening, whenever I'll have the opportunity to come to you. It's such an absolute pleasure, guys. It's absolute pleasure. And I thank you so much. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and like the video. It's important that you help me, keep this video. Like it. If 10 people watch this video and 10 people likes it, it will be difficult for them to take it down. Please like it. They're taking my videos down, and I need your help to keep the videos up. Share this video, like it, and, just stay safe. Al Kibulan. Stay strong, Al Kibulan. Stay you, Al Kibulan. Forget about that negative name they called you. Forget about that negative name they called you, child of Anubis. You are Al Kibulan, and you keep it in your head and in your heart. And you rise on that power of Al Kibulan. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that we have this connected, shared connection. Thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. And keep yourself and your family safe. Away from prying fingers. Away from prying eyes. Keep your family safe and keep yourself safe till we meet again. Love you so much, Al Kibulan. Know thyself and know who you are. Till we meet again, as I said, keep safe.